All right, testing. Let's make sure this mic is on. All right, testing. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. It is 9:02 Eastern Standard Time here, Thursday, May 5th, 2022, here on the G.A.R Capital YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Carlos Garcia, your host, every morning and afternoon here on the YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a little white logo. Click on that. Turn on notifications. Subscribe to our channel. Really do appreciate it as always. Make sure to hit that like button if you like our videos. Glad to be with you on a Thursday. I don't know if you guys saw the Real Madrid game. My heart. What a great game. I still can't believe it. I was watching the highlights last night. What an amazing game. Just so happy to see that. The Champions League final is Liverpool and Real Madrid on May 28th. I'm thinking of doing some kind of giveaway, maybe give away the training course that I do have, the options 1 and 2. Maybe I'll pick like 5 people if Real Madrid win. I remember we used to do that for the Cowboys because I'm a big Cowboys fan. So usually, like, I'm a big fan of a team. I usually do some kind of giveaway if they win. If they lose, it just sucks. I mean, either way, I'll figure out something. I'll speak to marketing and see if we can make something happen. Let's go ahead and go over the markets this morning. Dow down 217. We talked about those key levels on S&P yesterday. We're going to go over that here in a second. And then we talk. NASDAQ is down 1% off its future side, 1.1%. S&P down 0.84, 4258. The key level that we're looking at for here, is 4304. Let me go and cancel this alert so you guys can see it. 4304 is the level. Let's go ahead and maximize sell so you guys can see. And you can see pretty much just range bound, guys. Listen, I love this move. Don't get me wrong. I'm a shareholder. But at the end of the day, we haven't really broken anything. If anything, it's just a triple top. But we keep knocking on the door. So again, we could get that break. But 4304 is my level. If we break above that, then I'm definitely looking at calls at 437, 4371. If we break below 4252, which was previous support, which we broke above yesterday, then I'm going to start taking a look at puts right down to 4213. So if you're playing at home, because I know everyone's going to ask me about SPY. I know you guys. Everyone's asking about SPY. I love you guys. The fact that you guys have questions means the world to me, because if it was just quiet, I feel like I'm wasting my time. But you guys, the feedback, that's what I like. 430 on S&P. Let's see if we break that. 429.97. If that breaks, you could target 437 calls. If we break down below 425.40, which we have, wait till 10 a.m. until everything subsides. Don't rush. Wait till 10 a.m. for that new candle. Then I will target 421, which is that 50-day moving average, that yellow line for my SPY guys. Just giving you guys a heads up. So I know you guys love trading SPY. I do too. I've been hit this week on SPY, long and short, which really sucks. But I'm looking to make up for that today. Russell 2000 down 0.97%, 1%. I do have IWM puts. This is for down the line in May. May 20-something or something like that. Let me take a look. Exact date. May 20th, excuse me. We also have crude oil. Crude oil is up 1.86%. Gasoline up 0.43%. 109.83 a barrel for crude oil. Not the best in terms for equities right now, especially these kind of big moves to the upside, if you guys remember. You could take a look here. Now we're at 110.28. Your next level is 115. So take a look at possibly some crude oil stocks. So you can start taking a look at Oxy. We played that this week. I have to take a look at the runner. That thing's on fire. If you guys helped. Exxon Mobil, I did not. Exxon Mobil is breaking above. Let's take a look at the daily. And you can see breaking out 91.70. Let's take a look at CVX. Breaking out 167.59. It is at 168. So we're not at the breakout yet. You still have a little more to get to. Maybe CVX gives you an opportunity to play some 170 calls, 172 calls, but I'd go for next week. More likely 170 if the volume is there. So energy is definitely in focus for the simple fact that if you look at crude oil inventory, I have traded XOM and it's been a pain in the ass. But look at CL. Again, 110.27 for that break on the Fibonacci level. Look at gold today. Let's take a look at gold. Gold has a little more to go, but again, 1921 is your initial previous high, short term. So if we break above that, that's where you can start taking a look at gold for possible calls. That'd be GLD. Let's take a look at SI, which is silver. Not much going on. So, I mean, we're way below where we need to be. You could do 23.36 for a break, and then it'll give you an opportunity to take a look at what's out there. So maybe commodities do get a little bit of a boost today. even though the dollar is up today. Look at the dollar, guys. Remember I told you the dollar is super important. When the dollar goes down, NASDAQ tends to go up. Look at the inverse correlation. So again, you can see down and up and down. So the dollar, VIX, yields, I know I pound the table, super important, especially if you have growth stocks in your portfolio. Taking a look here, euro dollar down 71 pips, 105.53. Dollar yen is up 82 pips, 129.91. So the dollar's catching some bits. Bitcoin pretty much flat, well, flat-ish for crypto, down nearly 1% on the future side, 39,540. Ethereum futures 29.30, right below 30,000, right below 40,000 on the crypto that I do own. 10-year yields right now. Let's take a look at TNX. Back in range, looking like that we're going to pop above 3%. If that does happen, we're going to continue to slide on SPY. We're going to continue to slide on ES and NASDAQ and Russell. But again, crude oil companies, crude oil just broke my alert right now, so I'm going to take a look at that today, after the bell. 0.71% for dollar, that's where we are. And the 10-year treasury, again, 2.970 with the VIX up 3%, 26.23. In regards to what we're talking about today, levels that I'm looking at, I went over a couple. So ES is breaking down, don't get me wrong. So again, I'm watching for puts. I still have some puts, but they're pretty much renewed due to premiums. I wish I bought an extra week. But either way, I'll see if I can make that up with some opportunities here. Only thing here, guys, there is a VIX gap to fill, 25.49. We may fill that in the morning, so I don't want to just rush into puts or any kind of trade first thing at the open. You just got to give yourself some time. I say 10 a.m. What 9:30 is where you're kind of closing out positions. 10 a.m. is where you're looking for new ones. I would not open anything right at 9:30 unless something really crazy happens in terms of news and you see an opportunity. But other than that, it's not really worth it. Let's answer some questions this morning. Viva Real, yes, wild game, loved it. What a game. Yes, indeed. I love that game. That was, wow, what a game. Anyways, Apple. Apple does have an upside gap here at 165.67. We could fill that just like the VIX and then come back down. Very similar pattern to S&P futures, almost a triple top. Again, so Apple may be coming down a little bit, maybe retest 162.65. Let's see if we can break down below. I'll place an alert here at 162.65. For a little bit of a flush and possibly a put opportunity. If we get above 166.53, it's longs. You can hit 170s for next week if that's the case. But settle above that. Settle above that. Very key. Thoughts on Lucid earnings? I did not take a look at Lucid's earnings. I haven't seen anything, so I'd have to take a look at it. Let's see, Lucid. I'll just look it up here. Lucid earnings. They are down 1.88%. They report after the bell, so let's just kind of wait on them. Their last quarter was a beat on EPS slightly, but a very big miss on revenue, 55%. So that's pretty much the only thing I'm looking at is their miss on revenues the last couple of quarters, Q3 and Q4. And that's when things were not in a hyperinflation or high inflationary environment. Looking at their financials, revenue is up year over year. Net income is down year over year. Diluted EPS is up, profit margins are up, operating income is down. So again, kind of like the same deal with all these new companies, aggressive growth. I'll give you an example. If G.A.R Capital went public, and we were trying to spend on buying, getting a new building, more employees, that'll hurt our bottom line in the beginning because we're going to be spending investors' money since we went IPO. We didn't go IPO, I'm just saying if we did, like Lucid. Again, you're going to spend money in the beginning, kind of like Amazon and Netflix. You're just getting logistical stuff going. You're just getting everything going. Remember, Airbnb was profitable, not profitable in the beginning, just became profitable. Tesla was not profitable for a while. So it does take time for these companies to really mature and really get that cash flow and get their books in order. Usually the case, they're just getting out to market, trying to raise extra investor capital than they would with kind of like any angel investor or any like single investor. The IPO market or the public market really helps these companies really grow. That makes a difference. Ask Elon. Elon got a lot of help with Twitter, but with Tesla. But when it comes to SpaceX, that's not public yet. So again, he just gets private investor money for that. So again, the IPOs kind of companies, these companies that are small, aggressive, that just came out, granted, there were a lot of them that came out the last couple of years. The only thing is that, again, it takes time for them to get that traction as they go along. Would I buy Lucid? The only EVs I like, if I can be completely honest, is Tesla and NIO. NIO because of the China market, Tesla because, well, Tesla is absolutely on a tear. Tesla has been just doing great, even in terms of their financials, not just the stock performance. A lot of people I've read said, hey, you know, Tesla's worth more than like all these big other car companies combined. Yeah, but they only have 8 billion in debt. Look at Ford's debt, 40 billion. Look at GM's debt, 50 billion. Toyota Motor Company has like 80, 100 billion dollars worth of debt. So again, that makes a difference in their valuations. Tesla has very little debt, 8 billion. So again, they're ahead of the race in terms of EV. Why not go for the best one? Say, for example, if I wanted to buy any kind of soda or carbonated water, as an example, consumer defensive, I'd go Coca-Cola over Pepsi, even though Pepsi has Frito-Lay. Coca-Cola is still that #1 brand globally, and they've had a great quarter. Let's go ahead and answer some questions here. What more? Here's Tesla. And looking at Tesla here, 970.73 is your next Fibonacci level. If that gets us there, 1035 or 1,000 would be next. Would I do anything ahead of that? No, I will just wait. Tesla is expensive, but let's see if we get another stock split to help options traders trade in the stock. So that's where we are this morning. So again, really the important thing is, do we get the break? That's all we're waiting for. If we get that break, I think SPY is below it. If we do, then I would target 421s for puts or 420s. Let's see what the volume's at. Have a great rest of your morning. I'll catch you guys later for the aftermarket recap. Cheers, guys.